Hi, this is Withdrawal Studios. Welcome to African Time. Well, recently, Africans were seen dragging Ecowas, an economic body found in Western Africa. And people are like, no, the question right now is, why were Africans dragging them? Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so recently, it was said that Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger have been given a 6-month deadline to reconsider their withdrawal from ECOWAS, that is, Economic Community of West African States. The countries have stated that their decision to leave ECOWAS is irreversible. Okay, now these countries are francophone countries, that is Burkina Faso, Mali, and then Niger. They are francophone countries, that is, they were colonized by France. But recently, they have been overtaken, or their governance have been overtaken by military. So basically, they are being led by military rule. And then in the ECOWAS, or in ECOWAS law, a country that have a military rule cannot actually be part of the ECOWAS. Fine. But these three groups actually say that they are actually existing from ECOWAS. They are no more part of ECOWAS. And now ECOWAS is saying that they are giving them a 6-month ultimatum to either reconsider and come back to the ECOWAS and then do or bring power back to us in democracy form, or they face withdrawal from the ECOWAS. But the decision made by these three are still saying that they are not actually going to change their mind. They don't even want to be part of the ECOWAS. What is happening here? Well, that is the whole issue here. Okay, that is what is happening in West Africa right now. ECOWAS are saying that they need these three African countries back in there, and they need to bring power back in the democracy system. But these guys are saying that they are leaving ECOWAS for good, and they are not interested in that. Now, when this was shared, some African people, or mostly our African brothers and sisters, were sharing their ideas and knowledges. Some were actually against the ECOWAS, some were for the ECOWAS, and some were also against both of them. Some also made some interesting points that we can also actually notice something from. Okay, so to our first comment, this guy says, while Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger decision to leave ECOWAS is their sovereign right, dialogue and cooperation are essential for regional stability and progress. A constructive approach could help address concerns without further isolation. Okay, so this is one of the most important take here. One of the most beautiful comments that I actually wanted. That's why I read it first, though. It says, while Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger decision to leave ECOWAS is their sovereign right. That is so true. Dialogue and cooperation are essential for regional stability and progress. That is also very true too, because we need each other. You cannot actually just be isolated like that. You need to trade with either close by countries or neighboring countries too. So you cannot actually isolate yourself like that. And also says that a constructive approach could help address concerns with further isolation. Okay, so that is a very good point here. That's a very beautiful point. That's why I shared this first. But wow. Now let's see the heated argument here. Okay, so this one says it's ECOWAS that first chased them. Why is it desperate to have them back? Alright, so he's saying that ECOWAS were the first people to actually chase them out from the ECOWAS group because they did a military turnover. But now, why do they want them back? This was a question an African brother asked, but let's see some replies here. Okay, so this person came replying to him and says, because the colonial powers don't want to see free and sovereign countries in Africa. The ECOWAS is more likely an organization established to control countries' members. Leave the organization is escaping domination and new colonialism. Okay, so this is saying that this claim is hard though. But he's saying that if you leave the organization, you are escaping the domination and new colonialism. But that is what he's saying. That he's saying that the ECOWAS is actually hindering African sovereignty and then development and progress. That is what this guy is saying. And this one also says, all ECOWAS members are puppets of mainly France and Western powers. Stay strong, brothers. Those cowards are actually envious of you. Okay, so this is the kind of heat banter that was happening in the comment section. Okay, some Africans, this is a claim though. He's saying that all the ECOWAS members are puppets to either mainly France or the Western. So he's saying that these guys, or those guys, the ECOWAS body is actually envious of these three countries, Burkina Faso, Niger, and then Mali. This one also says, someone said he wants to be left alone. Yeah, giving them deadline. Is it that you know what you are looking for in their country? Okay, fine. He's saying that someone said he wants to leave alone. He wants to leave your organization. And now you guys are the ones giving them a deadline to return back to your organization. He's saying that it's you that know what you're looking for in their country. What do you want in their country? That is a very good question here. It's like an elderly African man or African grandfather or grandmother asking an elderly kind of thing or African vibe. I can feel African vibe. It's saying it's like a proverb thing. They say someone said he wants to leave, but it was you who's giving them a deadline. What are you finding in your country? That actually brings back memories, though. That's beautiful. Okay, so this one also says, seriously, breaking up regional partnership never ends well. These countries might want to cool down and think about the long-term economic consequences before burning bridges. Yeah, that's one good thing. Most of the countries like Burkina Faso, which they are closer to Ghana, my country, most of their products or their things pass through the Ghana harbor or the Ghana ports to go to these countries. So if you are isolating yourself from the Ecowas, how are you going to have a free port to get your things to the good people of Burkina Faso? That is one thing you cannot actually jeopardize this kind of deals, because these guys can actually ruin your life. Because let's say this, Niger is a landlocked, Mali is a landlocked, and also Burkina Faso are landlocked countries that they have no sea. So how are you guys going to survive with this if you actually have all your neighbors turn against you? That is also one thing to think about too. Well, this person came replying to him and said, what exactly have they gained from the so-called regional partnership? They won't be leaving if the benefits are invaluable and it doesn't involve serving Western interests that have kept their people poor. When Brexit happened, did you make same arguments? Okay, so he's saying that what exactly have these people actually achieved with this organization called the Ecowas? He's saying that if it had been valuable, they wouldn't have left. So why are you guys now worrying them now? These were some of the takes that from African people they were sharing and they are discussing. And I was here to let you know what is happening in Africa and the African continent, mostly Western Africa. Okay, between the Sahel countries, that is Burkina Faso, Niger, then Mali, and then the Ecowas body, that is Ghana, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Togo, Benin. A lot of countries are in there. Okay, a lot of countries are in there. So that is what's happening. So to you can also share your points and view at the comment section, and I'll be so glad to be with you and have a long discussion about what is happening in West Africa right now. If you're a West African brother too, let me know your sharing thoughts and let me see what you think about it, what is happening between these countries. The name continues to be Vadashi, and this is always African time. See you guys around.